Because this is the problem. Most people make a small move and they think it's not a big deal. And then they found out, oh shit, I did not know it was gonna be that bad.
Just happening on the rental property on the duplex I'm getting.
Okay.
Right now.
You're buying one right now, you're saying?
Yeah, it's going under the contract, so
Okay.
it's actually not under the contract. They're about to accept the terms or now.
Okay.
It should happen between tomorrow and day after tomorrow.
Okay.
One thing is that, when we're financing or you're doing the loan, you have to verify the funds, where the funds are coming from.
Correct.
So I have the down payment in the accounts. The down payment is coming from someone that I know that he's going to be kind of like lending me the money, this 20% down, and they're going to pay him back. You think it might be an issue?
Yes.
When it goes through, yeah?
Yes, it will be an issue. So it will be an issue because anytime you put money into an account. Okay. Let me step back. When you are applying for a loan and it's a 1 to 4 family loan, they have a rule that's called seasoning of funds. So any money that is not in that account for longer than 2 months, they're gonna ask you, where did it come from? Show me where it came from, provide proof. I'm not talking about your pay stubs or pay where every single month you're getting the same pay. They're not asking you to show that. But if you magically have, say, $50,000 show up in your account and it just showed up 30 days ago, they're gonna be like, well, where did that money come from? And you're gonna have to provide proof of that. Now, some people don't have the money in their account. Some people have their money in the stock market and they have to sell and they transfer the funds in. They can prove that. Some people have their money in gold and silver. They have to sell it to a pawn shop. They get a receipt. They put the money in the account. They have a receipt of the sale of their gold and silver. Some people have artwork. They have classic cars. They have whatever it is. They sold their physical item that they don't have any proof of, but their sale receipt shows that that's how they got their money. So there could be many reasons why. Now, if you're getting a loan from someone, your loan should still be acceptable as funds for down payment, but you have to show them a note, an actual note, meaning I'm charging you this much interest, this is how much you have to pay me per month, this is the terms of the loan, this is when you have to pay me back, like all the details. And it has to have a monthly payment, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna take that monthly payment and they're gonna add that to your debt to income ratio, because they're gonna say, is he still gonna be able to be financially stable with this loan that he just received? It's kind of like the rule that says never buy a car or get new credit before you buy your home or before you refinance. Let me repeat that. Do not buy a car. Do not buy furniture. Do not pull your credit before you do a refinance or a new purchase. Because what's gonna happen is that new purchase, that new item can throw off your debt to income ratio, and then you will not be able to qualify for the new loan. It's always better to do your big loans first and then you go down to the smaller ones. So you get the house first, then you get the line of credit, then you can get the car, then you can get everything else. But again, don't go fancy. Make sure you have at least, 10 properties minimum, but I'd prefer you have 20 units before getting a little fancy.
Okay. So it would work on the same way. Let's say if I would like to do some cash transfer from my credit card. So I think it's a little more clear to them as opposed to just getting the funds.
Yeah, but a cash transfer from your credit card will screw up your credit score really bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, just remember, Rico, have you taken my course yet?
No.
All right, step 1, take my course, because you're asking me like 101 very, very beginner questions here, okay? This is, everything we just talked about is in the course. All of this is in the course.
It's gonna affect on the debt ratio, but not on the FICO score.
Yes. Jesus Christ. 35% of your credit score is your utilization rate. 35% is your utilization rate. That means you're gonna tank your score. You could lose 100 points off of that move.
Wow, I didn't know it was that many.
Take my course. It's really cheap. It's like $300 and it saves you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Because this is the problem. Most people make a small move and they think it's not a big deal. And then they find out, oh shit, I did not know it was gonna be that bad. Imagine you do that because you think it was just a good idea, and then you screw your credit score up and you can't buy that property, and then someone else buys it where that property could be worth $50,000. So that one mistake, a $300 course, would have saved you from a $50,000 mistake, you know? And the thing is, another thing is, I don't know what you don't know, and you don't know what I can teach you. So it's not like, oh, he doesn't know this, so let me tell him this. There's 1,000 things in that course. It's like, I think it's like 8 hours of information, and it's like packed with information. So I don't know what in there that you don't already know. That's why it's important for you to watch it, because there's something in there. Because when I would go to conferences, and I would spend $1,000 to go to these conferences. And if I left with one piece of information that's benefiting me, I knew that one piece of information could easily save me $10,000. And every time I would go, spend $1,000, spend $5,000, spend $10,000 for these conferences, I would come with a little nugget, and it would be increasing my profitability more and more and more. So, you know, that's what it's about. But the point is this: if you take the money out of your credit card, it will drop your credit score significantly, because your utilization rate is a large effect on your credit. If it's not 35%, it's 30%. It's either 30 or 35% is utilization rate. So going to 100% utilization rate on one credit card, just that one credit card out of say 10 you have, will still hurt your credit score significantly.